Hello and welcome to the session at a glance, where we take a sneak peek into the lives of sports people and, of course, gliteratis. Today we have a rhythmic gymnast who is Smart Life's cover girl for the month of March. Presenting to you Meghana Reddy Gundlapally, who is the #1 in the country and who recently won gold in the rhythmic gymnastics in the 5th friendly international tournament in Italy. Is that right? And I heard that you won gold in one apparatus named clubs and the other in bronze in hoops. Yeah. Okay. So can you tell us what are the different categories in this sport that people win prizes in or awards in?
So in rhythmic gymnastics, we perform with 4 different equipment, namely hoop, ball, clubs, and ribbon. And each of these apparatus, we perform a routine of 1 minute 30 seconds, in which we include a number of difficulties such as jumps, pirouettes, balances, along with dancing movements and as well as apparatus handlings. All of which have a certain value. They're assigned a certain value and we are judged based upon this. So the more number of elements we have in our routine, the higher the score we get.
Okay. What do you think is the most equipment to, perform with?
I feel personally that it's ribbon, because the ribbon is 6 meters long and we have to keep it moving constantly at every single point. So in the whole 1 minute 30 seconds, there is no place where the ribbon should touch the floor, because if it touches, even if the end, even if the 1 meter, a really small bit in the end also touches the floor, we have reduction for that. So I find that to be the most complicated to handle.
Has there been a point where you got tangled in the ribbon?
Yes, there have been multiple in competitions as well that I remember very well.
Okay, can you tell us about one funny incident in all your travels and all the competitions that you've gone for?
Like that, there have been many. There have been multiple, funny and crazy stories that I have. But I think the most memorable one would be at one of my first few competitions, I guess. I was still new to competing. I wasn't really sure, what I'm supposed to do if I miss the apparatus or if something goes wrong. And at that point of time, I was doing with my hoop. And my hoop I rolled the hoop. It came back to me and I was supposed to throw it with my leg, but I somehow missed it and it rolled straight out of the carpet. And me being still new to competing, I was so nervous. I didn't know what to do. I was and we cannot stop the music at that point of time. So my music was going and then I just immediately ran behind my hoop and then caught it and then I continued with my routine.
Okay. You can read more about her story on the Smart Life's March issue. But for now, let's do a quick rapid fire, yeah? Alright. So answer in 5 seconds or less. Okay. A show you binge watched.
Oh, there have so many shows, but I think my favorite one is Friends.
Okay. Your first crush.
Well, it was a long time back. It was in school. It was one of my classmates.
For safety reasons, she will not be revealing names. Okay. Alright. A lie you told your parents that you distinctly remember.
Oh, that there was no alcohol at our freshers party. High school freshers party.
Okay. A song you keep humming.
It is City Slums by Rajkumari.
Your idea of a perfect getaway.
I would say a resort on the beach. I wouldn't go into the water, but I'd just sit there on the beach watching the waves.
Okay. One thing you always wanted to do but never could.
One thing, skiing.
Okay.
I've had the opportunity, but I never went for it.
Okay. A weird habit of yours.
Well, I have this habit of sitting in splits whenever I'm watching TV or eating my food or doing my homework.
Okay, now that's really weird. Something you would tell your younger self, although you're young right now, but if if you were to start even younger, then
I guess I would just say whatever I've been doing, follow your dreams and don't give up just because someone says you're not worth it or you're not good enough for what you want to do.
Okay, what do you see yourself in another 5 years? The typical interview question.
Yeah, well, first I have the Commonwealth Games in the next 2 years, and after that is the Olympics in the next 4 years, obviously trying to qualify for the Olympics. And then after that, I haven't decided yet, like after my sport, what it is I would do.
Would you call yourself a family person?
How would you define a family person? The definition changes for each and every one, so.
Very diplomatic. Okay, a person you look up to?
My parents, obviously.
One of them, a person.
Oh, that is difficult. You cannot make me choose between both of them.
Okay, we're gonna give you a leverage on that. Okay, comfort food?
Oh, bell peppers.
Oh, without any spices?
Yeah, just raw bell peppers, especially the red and yellow ones.
Okay, you should have listed that in the weird habit, I think. All right. Your favorite fictional character?
Robert Langdon from Dan Brown, from the books, the series by Dan Brown.
Okay. All right. Who is your favorite among the current top gymnasts in the world?
In the world, currently, I don't think I have one, but she's a player who retired after the Rio Olympics. Her name is Margarita Mamoon. She is my all-time favorite.
Okay. So, if you were granted 3 wishes, okay, what would those be?
I would have asked for travel, but I already do that. So let's see. Eating without getting fat. That is like every girl's dream.
Don't we all wish for that? Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. Getting to watch the TV shows without having to wait for the next season, the gap between the seasons can be devastating. Okay, and the third one, world peace, I guess.
This is not Miss World. Okay, world peace, of course. Okay, if you were to ask another woman 3 questions, what would they be?
I think first one would be, what is your dream and would you pursue it? And second one would be,
World peace?
what would you do for world peace? No, world peace is no, that's too diplomatic. Let's see.
Let's put it in the scenario of Women's Day.
Okay, yeah.
So, on Women's Day, what are the 3 questions that you want to ask the women in our country and women around the world?
So, first thing is, like I said, what is it that you love to do? Second thing, do you love what you're doing right now? And if you had the opportunity to pursue what you want, would you go for it without having to worry about the circumstances around them?
Yes. All right. So, do you think that your sport is growing?
I would say definitely yes. Gymnastics in general, has a huge variety of gymnastics is of many different types, and rhythmic gymnastic is one of them. So I would say gymnastic as a whole is definitely growing. Rhythmic gymnastic also these days, if you see, the juniors are getting really good, and there are more and more number of younger kids who are showing interest in it. So yeah, it's definitely gaining popularity, and I hope that one day it's just as popular as cricket or badminton.
Yes, and we hope for the same. So all you youngsters out there who are planning on trying a new sport or something a notch up than your normal gymnastics, yes. I and both Meghna and I recommend rhythmic gymnastics, which is one among the 2 women only sports in the Olympics, right?
Yes.
Okay. The other one is synchronized swimming.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So all you youngsters out there want to try something new, I recommend Rhythmic Gymnast. So graceful, so elegant. You need to watch her. And thank you. Thank you, Meghna.
Thank you.
That's all for this session. Stay tuned for more at a glance.